Isaac Newton was one of the greatest physicists in the world. In fact, Isaac Newton is the great grandfather of physics in the world. He contributed a lot to the physical science that we do study nowadays. Isaac Newton came up with laws that apply in today's situations. We still use it today, tomorrow, and forever. We still use these laws, and the laws old. Isaac Newton was an Englishman. He discovered these laws way back in the 17th century. Imagine, and the law still applies. Science is very great. Let us look at Newton's laws of motion. Newton's laws of motion were brought by Isaac Newton as we know him. The statement of the first law of Newton's motion states that a body would like to remain at rest or continue with its states of uniform motion unless acted upon by an external force. This law is also sometimes refers to as the laws of inertia, whereby inertia is that tendency of a body to remain at rest or continue moving with uniform velocity. That is inertia. This law is very important, and it explains why nowadays we have the car seat belt, because there's forward jerking of a body when you are in a vehicle and the vehicle is accelerating at a very high speed, and out of nowhere, accidentally, or something happens and the driver makes a break, you find your body tends to jerk forward because the body would like to continue moving with that uniform motion. So this helps now to prevent the accidents that can happen when people are in the vehicle. When you have the seat belt, you'll now be held backward so that you don't move forward, because the law of inertia is a science that you cannot avoid. You will always jerk forward in case of this emergency during the motion. The second statement of Newton's law of motion states that the rate of change of momentum of a body is directly proportional to the force applied to the body, and this change takes place in the direction of the force. And from this second law of motion, that's where we derive that force is equals to mass times acceleration. So to find the force that has been applied on a body, if we know the mass of that body, and now we know the rate at which the body is accelerating, or the acceleration of that body, we can find the force that has been applied on that body. So that comes from Newton's second law of motion. Newton also came up with the third law of motion. That's the Newton's third law of motion. The law states that for every action, there is an equal but opposite reaction. So that is why when you box a wall, you also feel the pain, because the same force that you have exerted on the wall is the same force that the wall gives back. Otherwise, action and reaction, they are opposite but equal. So up to now, we appreciate these laws of motion and we use it in our daily life situations. Even if you have not studied physics or you have studied physics, the law applies. And this was from Isaac Newton all the way back. Thank you so much for watching this.